really the military-industrial complex anymore. It's like a breakaway group. They're working with 900 different civilizations, and that's, as they told you, right, that's the ones that they're really trading with the most. And yes, there are others as well, right?
They were actively trading with over 900 non-terrestrial groups.
But then there's other groups that are kind of sometimes trading with them as well, right?
Yeah, they're sort of like nomadic almost groups, and they make it around to our area, and then we trade.
Yeah, we don't count those in the 900. There's some nomad hitchhiking aliens that Solar Warden pulls over and gives them some business.
Sounds like a cool role-playing game.
If these guys have such vastness of knowledge and all this shit, why aren't they working with Tom DeLonge?
Yeah,
Hey, because Tom DeLonge's working about secret machines. Roswell? We're still talking about that?
We're past that.
Come on. We figured that out a long time.
My bad.
We've got 900 plus aliens, and I'm not even talking about the nomads, all right? Let the GGLN deal with the nomads, all right? There's too much going on. Yeah, they definitely have a space superiority thing going on here where they know it all. They've got...
I don't like it. One bit.
No, it's serious gatekeeping. It's galaxy-wide gatekeeping.
Yeah. They're like, these guys. Okay, you still care about Roswell? Like, yeah, because we never really we didn't quite crack it, did we?
They think we sound like this.
That baby went in warp drive.
Well, Rob, sometimes I do.
Yeah, it is insulting. Like, yeah, well, we can't just pass up things just because we've been talking about them forever and haven't figured them out. We're done with that. Oh, Kentucky Goblins? Get out of here with that. And
I remember when we talked about that 5 years ago.
Those babies went into warp drive years ago.
You guys are talking about blood logs?
Something like that.
You guys are talking about blood logs, and my last name is Cock. Come on.
Come on.
If I change my name to Bloodlog, we're still never going to figure out the mystery. We're done with that. Me and Corey buy our books. You guys are still buying Roswell books? You guys are watching documentaries that have nothing to do with us? Then that's whack. With that, you're going to be in the WAC. All right? We're starting to better thing. We're putting you guys in it. So yeah, Roswell, old news, okay. But eventually, they let us know it's not just these 5 families, these 5 factions. Eventually, they get to the new fashion. Yes, the new fashionable faction on the block, the Sphere Being Alliance. But
what?
Also, yes, they have a thing called the Sphere Being Alliance.
So definitely no flat earthers on that one.
No. This is not the Flat Being Alliance. These are Sphere Being Alliance. And there's also a new alien who has a thing for Corey, and they're called the Blue Avians.
When I first got contacted by the Blue Avians, I was concerned because I'd been in all these projects. I'd known about hundreds of different non-terrestrials. Not once have I heard about an 8-foot-tall blue bird. Not once. So, yeah, I was a little concerned. And I definitely was not wanting to go around telling people I was talking to an 8-foot-tall bird, especially when I was just starting to get to know him.
I can take anything. I mean, pour me 3 of those, bartender. Whew. Blue bird, got it. Aliens.
Just don't drink it at the airport.
Exactly.
Are they doing, we're having a lot of fun here.
Are they doing
Let
our
me
job?
tell you how to get to Sesame Street.
Yeah, I definitely thought of Big Bird mixed with Grover.
Just blue version of Big Bird.
Yeah,
I was thinking more. I'm thinking more Mordecai from Regular Show. This is kind of what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And I didn't even mention, they've already talked about the 5 families, and thank you, Brendan, for bringing up Star Wars. It's not something I would do, but they bring up, it's not going to come up in any of this. Because, look, a lot of people, if you know anything about David Wilcock, you're going to say you left out this, you left out this. There's so much that's being left out of this. If we really wanted to do a full spectrum of this guy, it would take hours. He's too much stuff, but there also is a group, I'll just say it, called the Alliance, who is broken off from all of these groups and is just a completely separate thing. But we're not.
Are they led by Luke Skywalker?
They're led by a guy named Bale something organic. He started it.
The Rebel Alliance, I think, is what he meant to say.
The Dark Fleet did something called Order 66 or something. It's so confusing. I can't even. Some of the tragedy of some plague guy. I don't even know.
Yeah,
but
it's a dream you had.
So good. So Corey Good, yeah. Now he's being visited by blue avians. Sorry, they have blue. They have
it did sound like it said blue aliens, and he just like had like a stroke mid sentence. Like I visited by 8-foot tall blue avians.
There's 900 aliens. There's not enough avians. Hey, there's our angle. Let's go with it. So Corey Good goes.
I call bullshit on the blue avians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen a blue bird. This is too far.
How dare you?
Aliens I can believe in, but birds, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
900 species of aliens I'm okay with, but this is where Shay draws the line. And just remember,
no feathers. Right. No feathers.
No. There's no feathers in space.
It's just like the kid in Jurassic Park who's like, how are raptors related to birds?
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here, you stupid little
Dr.
kid.
Grant's
Don't get electrocuted. Yeah.
So Good. He goes on to talk about Shay's non-existent avians and how a small ship that he calls a dart. He even actually compares it to a Dodge Dart, because it's a small dart arrow-shaped ship. It's
like a rental car.
Pretty much. This must have been the GGLN's like highest tech. This is this little shitty
so
little.
GG drives a Dodge Dart. Okay.
Yes, so it's the GG Allen Dart. Then he pick him up in all places his backyard because it's a small, like, little Dodge Dart of a ship.
That's where the driveway is, the backyard.
And then they took him to the moon, where he was taken to a lecture hall base. But the aliens noticed something strange on Corey Good's hand.
My daughter had painted a dinosaur on my hand, and they were wondering why I had a reptilian on my hand. So I was getting... and no one had told me why I was there, what I was going to do, and I'm right at the front of the stage. I'm completely introverted, not happy at all. And these guys they're all like murmuring amongst themselves and give me a little bit of crap. And then all of a sudden, the whole room gets quiet. People sit up straight, and they're not looking at me anymore. So I turn around and I look, and standing behind me are Tyr and then the golden triangle-headed being.
And that's just a colloquial term. We don't know what else to call it, right?
Well,
so it's the golden triangle-headed being.
We can't pronounce. We cannot pronounce what they're called.
Oh, really?
It's a sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay.
Right on.
That's so creepy. I thought of Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, like immediately.
What the heck? What the heck did he say first? It's standing behind me was terror. Okay. What did he say?
I did not understand what he said.
I think Terrare. Hey, don't even worry about it because I think that's Birdman's name.
That was a name. That was a name of an alien, actually. I'm pretty sure.
Terry the Birdman. Terry from Pee-wee, the pterodactyl. But yeah, it's dinosaurs, birds. We're pulling this all together, guys. Congratulations!
I told you, Jurassic Park. It's all tied together.
He's got the dinosaur on his hand, and they're like, okay, I got kids. No kids ever drawn. First off, kids aren't drawing on me anyway. I don't think my kid can draw anything.
Don't paint on you, do they, Russ? Has your kid ever painted on you? Any of your kids?
No,
they don't paint on you. He's like, yeah, my daughter painted a dinosaur on my hand. Who fucking does that?
No one does. I don't believe it either. I think this is him. He has to be like the master of the Segway. And,
he's being a writer right now.
Yes, he is. But this is a new player. All right. We got Bird Guys, Terry the Birdman. Now we got the Golden Triangle Heads. All right, these guys are new too. Oh, and he loves them because they're distracting everyone from the embarrassing dinosaur on his hand. I mean, oh, come on. Oh,
it's like that stamp. Oh, you went to that club and got that stamp on your hand. Look, you went to the dinosaur club. Look at this asshole.
And we can't pronounce his name because it's just it's a sound. It's just
the sound.
Oh, yeah. Yes, these are the triangle guys. They're called the.
You did a pretty good job of pronouncing it there. Just now, if you could just write it down, because we're writing a book about it, and we need to know how to spell that.
Yeah.
I think it's spelled. It's spelled.
He's moved beyond books. I had to cut it out. This almost sound like a commercial, but their big thing is that they're going to go into graphic novels, and they're making a graphic novel all this because we can't just keep preaching to the choir. You know, remember when everyone cheered when they're like, "Who subscribes to our really expensive channel when you can watch these videos on YouTube for free?" And everyone's like, "Hi, yay! Yes, we all yay!" They're all there. So he's going to reach out to the graphic novel market, which is adjacent to them, but we're reaching out. We got to get the stories out. No, you guys have to make money. You guys,
that's kind of smart, though. Like, that's a move I wouldn't have even anticipated, but as soon as you said it, I was like, I'd read that.
I looked at some of the art, and I was like, "You fucking no."
Well, then they need to get the better art.
They look like they're good. It looks.
Fire me.
It looks bad. So we're on the moon. Remember, now we're on the moon. He took a dart to the moon, and he had a dinosaur in his hand, and it's hard to keep up. This is. As he said earlier, this story is moving at a deadly pace, which is a term everyone uses. So I'm going to use it too.
I feel like I'm going to die. This pace is so
I don't know. That's not something someone says, you know. Okay. So keeping up, it's hard to keep up with this deadly pace. But
who's going to die? Who's going to die? Like, what is he talking about?
I don't know. I think
like, what the fuck is he talking about?
It's you have to gloss over so much of this because your brain just wants to just focus. It's like, nope, just throw it out with the rest. Just move on, like we're gonna do. So the whole point of this moon thing is, what do you think? I'm gonna ask you, Brendan Shea, why do you think all these people are getting together on the moon with triangle aliens and bird aliens? What do you think the point of this meeting is?
Oh, well, I think they're gonna rebel against the reptilians because the reptilians seem to be everybody's problem.
Close. What about you, Drea? The Empire.
Well, it's like you said in the beginning. It's like a giant money laundering thing. So there really isn't even a problem going on with these guys. They're just making it sound like, okay, we have to be on top of this. We have to build a fucking wall because there's obviously a problem here. And they're definitely not going to scoop those profits into their own fucking pockets.
Well, this whole thing comes down, this whole meeting comes down to the one thing they love to talk about more than anything, the one word that makes everyone that's a subscriber to Gaia just open their wallets and throw, and that word is disclosure. That's why
they're going to say T-shirts.
That's us.
T-shirt money.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
So, disclosure. Guess what? Birdman and want it. They want disclosure. Wilcock switches gears again, and he starts talking about footage of massive objects colliding with the sun. Let's hear about this.
Planet-sized objects colliding with the sun, and NASA says it's a complete coincidence that these things collide with the sun, and then the sun has an emission. And we're not doing that. No semen jokes or anything like that. Okay.
He tells the joke without telling the joke. I'm not going to tell you how stupid you are. It's the same kind of thing.
Oh, they already know. They already know. Look at this.
He's a creep.
This is a stand-up set. This is they're doing.
I know, right? They're doing a
stand-up.
Dude, you know what's funny? As soon as I heard the word emission, that's immediately where my mind went to. I was like, and then he said that.
Yeah, it almost makes me feel like he does. Well, of course, we're all creeps. Listen to stuff we say. It's fine. We're not up on stage talking about 900 different races of aliens. We're not trying to be taken seriously. And let's go back to that clip on George Norrie when David Wilcock goes out of his way to make sure everything he says he has thought out as if he's dictating to a book. So he means everything. He does not mean everything he says. He can't help himself just like the rest of us. Okay, he's not that special. He's going to hear the word emission and immediately think of semen and go, well, I'm not going to say semen, though. And he's like, well, you kind of did, dumbass.
I just said it.
Yeah, it's bad. He can't help himself to make the fart jokes. He can't help himself to make the semen jokes, which makes him just a normal guy. So why are you going out of your way to be so special? It's not that, he's a frustrating guy.
Yeah, he just wants the spotlight on him. He just wants the attention. Like he knows things. He knows a lot of stuff, but he definitely is making himself out to be smarter than he is. And he likes the